And welcome back. Yesterday we had the pleasure of inviting Debby Ryan of Disney's hit show Jessie right here into the studio. And I started the interview by taking a look at her music video, We Got the Beat.
All the kids just getting out of school. They can't wait to hang out and be cool. Hang around till 12:15. That's when they fall in line. They got the beat. They got the beat. Kids got the beat. Yeah, kids got the beat.
That's Disney's darling Debby Ryan's own spin of the Go-Go's hit We Got the Beat. Now, she's definitely a star on the rise, and we're very proud to welcome her here to the Daily Buzz studio. Debby, thanks very much for your time.
You're very welcome.
Now,
Thanks
that song there, that was your first producer's credit, correct?
It was. It was the first thing that my production company ever worked on, that music video, and we pulled it together in like 7 days, I think. It was a crazy thing to pull off, and it ended up really good. I haven't danced in public before, so I was excited.
Now, when I was researching that clip, I looked to YouTube, and there was a fan that made a comment that I thought was very interesting.
Oh, no.
And this is what was said. If Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato had a love child, it would be Debby Ryan. Two beautiful girls there. That's a nice compliment.
It is. I mean, that's very nice. I get those things a lot. People like creating little like cocktails of human beings, and I could name probably 10 celebrities that people say I'm like.
And of course, those two girls have gone on to become barnstorming successes. Are you hoping to follow their career path?
Absolutely. You know, I feel like they're definitely very successful. They're very hardworking. They're very gracious and talented girls, and I would be honored to kind of be seen similarly to them. But
have you sought counsel from them? Any advice about?
Sought counsel from them.
I know it sounds very legal-like.
I sat on their couch and I was like, "Please walk me through this." No. I mean, it's kind of the thing about Hollywood and the thing about young Hollywood is that everyone's so busy working on their own career. It's kind of everyone for themselves a little bit.
Yeah.
They've been very gracious and very nice. Random story. I got into a car wreck just on Sunset, probably a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
And it was rush hour. There were a lot of people, and Demi Lovato happened to be driving by, and she saw me, and she pulled over, like got through 3 lanes of traffic, pulled through people, like fought through the people that were around me, just to ask if I was okay.
Did she know it was you, or
she knew it was me?
Right.
And she had noticed, and she pulled over, and she wanted to make sure I was okay. She wanted to make sure my puppy was okay, and he was there too. And
the puppy,
my puppy was there. But you know, it was difficult for her to do that. She didn't have to go out of her way to do that. And that's something that it kind of makes me realize is like she's massively talented and very kind of obviously very well known. But that
has a bit of a genuine soul about her
as
well.
Absolutely.
I mean, you watch with the X Factor as well. She certainly is really passionate about things that she's been through in life, like the bullying and such. And you can really see that when she's on the program.
Absolutely. Well, what I like about Demi is that she has a personality.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of people who don't. There's a lot of people who are like, hi, like I'm a product of the machine, and kind of don't have that whole thing. And in young Hollywood, it's so easy to just rip everyone else off. Demi's unapologetically herself. She's hilarious, she's witty, and that's what I like about the X Factor is that people are getting to know her.
Well, in regards to the machine, Jessie has become a huge success. How has it changed your life?
You know, it's been massive. It's been exciting and an honor and overwhelming. More than anything, I get to do what I love on a larger scale now. So I think that that's kind of what I like to think about. I get to tell the stories I'd like to tell, co-producing now. I'm learning so much. So it's really been just an amazing ride.
And how long will you keep playing her?
I don't know, maybe a couple years.
Then what? Come on.
And then, well, I'm kind of
on.
already planning the next couple of years, so I'm already in the future. Yeah, you can't just let those things wait to come to you. No. I would love to produce.
What are you planning?
Well, I would love to produce my own show. I'd love to be my own showrunner, have my own show, direct a few episodes would be great because I see things as a director, which sometimes gets in the way of acting because I'm like, I'm sorry, okay, you're shooting my single in A, which means I'm clean in B, and they're like, Debby, you can just, we'll find you on the camera. I like to be very technical that way, but more than anything, I like to learn and grow. So those things, as well as writing and producing music, is what I do in my spare time. Those are things that I do for fun, not as a career. That would freak me out.
So music is obviously an important part of Jessie's world, and it's an important part of your world too. I'm hearing on the grapevine that you may be covering a Taylor Swift song coming up.
Fact. True fact.
Excellent. Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, her song We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together.
Longest title in the history of music.
And also incredibly difficult to say.
Yes.
And I would like to see grown men say it, by the way, like ever.
Yeah, I couldn't say it.
All right. I might catch you on that later.
What is it again?
We are never ever getting back together, like ever.
Okay, yeah. I can't give that promise.
Can you just give me like ever?
No, ever. Never, ever.
But it does sound good in your accent.
Thank you.
Well, it was a co-write with Max Martin. So for Taylor Swift, it was this huge kind of branch out. And my buddy and I, who's from a band that I like love and respect on like my favorite label, Fueled by Rum, and has a band called Rocket to the Moon. And the guy who kind of founded the project, Nick Santino, is one of my dear friends. And he and I just decided to make a little music and bring it back to kind of this folky. He and I both like folky acoustic music. I've been wanting to learn mandolin. He had one. We kind of just jammed, and we ended up coming up with this track.
That's exciting.
Yeah. It's
And
gonna be on
from
YouTube.
that to Tinkerbell, the new movie. Tell us about that role.
Yes, I play Spike. She's Lucy Hale, who plays Tinkerbell's long-lost sister, Perry. I kind of am a friend of hers in the winter world. And so it's this interesting dichotomy to see these kind of summery fairies now all of a sudden in snow and experiencing this whole thing, and I'm part of that world. And Spike's pretty glass half empty. It was my first time doing animation. It was so much fun.
Yeah, everyone says that it's
Really
just
fun. You show up in your sweats.
a bit different to the Daily Buzz, of course. Now, don't forget, you can see Debbie in action on her hit series Jessie. Watch The Nanny with the Heart of Gold every Friday on the Disney Channel. Thanks very much for coming on board today. We really appreciated having you. Stay with us. We'll have more of the Daily Buzz after this break.